Okay, we are heading off on another Good Life video trip. Heading to Boyd County today to follow the Outlaw Trail. So we'll bring you along.
Oh, heartland, you got my heart and soul. Though I've been searching high and low. Oh, heartland, you got my heart and soul.
So Boyd County, Nebraska is one of the most northern counties, just right across the border, and in many places you can actually see South Dakota very well from some of the higher bluffs. Boyd County is made up of small townships and villages, with the largest one, Spencer, having 500, and the smallest, Monowi, having only 1. The biggest thing I can say about Boyd County is how all of the towns and the people that live there care for one another and have a great appreciation for fellow mankind. And the other great thing about Boyd County is how beautiful the scenery is. Here we are on our first stop for our Passport this trip. We are at the Niobrara State Park, where Lewis and Clark went over the Niobrara River. This is one of the areas where they came. There's a lookout here that they used. Here we are at the Niobrara State Park doing our Passport, and the state park is really serious about the COVID. They got a little sign here for you to read, and then they got a stamp inside. You don't even get to talk to people unless you call on the phone. You don't get to meet with people. So, but we're checking out Niobrara State Park, and then we are going to head on to the next place. Hello. We had to come see the world famous town of One.
And world famous is truly what it is, as travelers come from all over the world. Monowi has been in features of Larry the Cable Guy's Only in America, and even in commercials for large companies like Arby's and Coca-Cola. And Elsie has even been given the sheriff's badge of her own town by the local law enforcement. But one of the great things is sitting down and hearing all the wonderful stories that Elsie has to tell.
That was the way when Larry the Cable Guy, when the producer called me about it. Said, what do you think of having him come to your town? And I said, well, I don't care. We've had a lot of people here. Well, I don't care. And his idea was he wanted common, ordinary people. He didn't want celebrities and this and that. It was the show was at Only in America. And so that was what he wanted to do. And so, to my knowledge, here was the only one he did in Nebraska.
Was it?
Even being a Nebraska boy. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with him. And he's a really nice guy.
That's what everything I've heard. So has he called you to go to a Husker football game?
No, I haven't heard directly from him. But the producer kept in touch with me for a long time and sent me a picture of him and I and one thing and another. And then there's been 2 or 3 times that somebody from down that area, they'll say they're coming
Falls
up this
City area.
way, and he'll tell them to tell me hi.
And of course, no trip to Boyd County would be complete without coming to Monowi, the home of Elsie, the smallest town in Nebraska and also the United States.
But then it was time to get on the road again to head to our next passport stop.
While the business that we went to Lynch, Nebraska to do our passport was closed, we took a little trek north to Old Baldy Mountain, which was one of the locations that Lewis and Clark stood on during their surveying trip through northern Nebraska along the Missouri River. Okay, we just finished eating in the little town of Bristow at the Irish
Ponca Pub and Eatery.
Ponca Pub and Eatery, an Irish pub.
They serve bar food, burgers, and fries, but they also have a few Irish-type specials going on. Owned by Sharon and Glenn Moffat, and they've owned it for 8 years.
Great little place to come in a very little town.
Yep.
In researching Boyd County, we used Nebraska Outlaw Trail.org to find out a little bit about the communities and places that we could visit. And we encourage you to check out Nebraska Outlaw Trail.org yourself if you're going to visit this area, as it gives a lot of great information about the communities.
And that's why Elsie says,
This is the place I call the good life.
And remember to let us know what you think, like, and share the good life around.
So